My Next.js video, you know how to create pages. We create pages using Next.js app directory. Inside the source folder, as you can see, we have the app directory, and inside this root folder, we have the page file here. And this is our home page. But I also want to create my profile page. When we visit profile and any user ID here, we are gonna see the user profile, and this user ID will be dynamic. It can be anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a folder called profile, and I'm gonna add the dynamic user ID, and finally I will create my page. I'll say new folder, profile, and inside we are gonna have the user IDs, but remember it's gonna be dynamic. And inside this folder, I will create my page. Let's create our function. By the way, if you don't know how I'm using this shortcut, you can visit my GitHub page again. And you can find my snippets here. Okay. Let's change the page name. I'll say profile page. And that's all. So even if I change my username here, as you can see, we are still in the profile page. So creating pages are that easy. If I try to reach the profile page, as you can see, it's not found because we don't have the page tsx inside profile folder. Let me give an example. I'll say settings. And I will not have any dynamic route here. I will directly say page tsx. And as you can see, it's here. Okay, you probably already know how to create pages. I'm not going to deep dive into every little detail. Let's open up our example and see what's inside the home page. We have a Navbar here, and we have three components. This Lefttbar, the post feed, and this Rightbar. We are going to design all these components, but before, let's take care of this Navbar. Because when we visit our profile page, as you can see, all these components are different, but our Navbar is still the same. And also for the login page and register page, again, we are going to see our Navbar. So let's create this and use it in our layout. If you remember, inside the app directory, we have the layout file, and whatever you write inside this layout will be visible on every pages. Let's check. As you can see, test. If I visit the home page, again, it's here. So I can create my Navbar component and use it here. To do that, inside the source folder, I'm going to create a new folder, and it's going to be components. Let's create our first component, Navbar. I'm going to create my function quickly, and let's use it inside the layout. Just like that. Before creating our items, let's give this space. If I shrink my page, you can see that we have a small padding here. And if I extend my page, we have more space. Again, we are going to increase that space for the biggest screen. So let's create a container here. And I'm going to wrap my Navbar. And let's say width full. I'm going to give background. And I will say for the MD screen, the padding X will be 8. For the large screen, it's going to be 16. For the X large screen, it's going to be 32. And finally, for the 2X large, it's going to be 64. As you can see, padding X means padding left and right. Just like that. Let's open our console. Okay, perfect. And I can do the same thing for my other items. As you can see, this space is the same. So I'm gonna wrap my children with this div, just like that. I can delete here, and I'm gonna change my background. Let's say 100. And as you can see, for the small screen, we don't have any padding. Let's add, I forgot this. Just like that. Okay,